Business structures. Before a single peso is earned, every entrepreneur makes one quiet decision that shapes everything after it: what legal form the business takes. And that choice is really a choice of trade-offs. For decades, a Filipino who wanted limited liability faced a wall. The law required at least 5 people to form a corporation, so millions simply ran their businesses as sole proprietors, personally liable for every debt. Then, in 2019, the wall came down. On May 7, 2019, a company called Smart Transportation and Solutions became the country's first one-person corporation. One owner, one legal person, limited liability. One change of form, and everything about the risk was different. Because that's what a business structure decides. 5 questions. Who is personally on the hook when things go wrong? How is it taxed? Who controls it? Does it survive the founder's death? And how does it raise money? Every structure answers these differently. Choosing one is choosing which trade-offs you can live with. Act 1. You don't have to own a business to be in one. Employee or independent contractor? You don't have to own a business to be in one. The first fork. Are you an employee or an independent contractor? An employee trades control for protection, security of tenure, benefits, taxes withheld for you. A contractor trades protection for control, running their own shop but personally liable, filing their own taxes. Same work, a different legal universe. Act 2. Owning it alone, the sole proprietorship and the breakthrough that changed it. The simplest way to own a business, the sole proprietorship. Register a name with the DTI, get your BIR papers, and you're trading, cheap and fast. But there is no separate legal person. You and the business are one. Every debt the business owes is a debt you owe, down to your house and savings. Unlimited liability is the price of simplicity. Enter the one-person corporation, the 2019 breakthrough. It lets a single person incorporate. You are the sole stockholder, director, and president. But now, the corporation is a separate legal person. Its debts are its own. Your liability is limited to what you put in, and there is no minimum capital required. For the solo entrepreneur, it is the best of both worlds, total control with a shield. Act 3. Owning it together, the partnership, the corporation, and the cooperative. Bring in others, and the first option is a partnership, as easy as an agreement registered with the SEC. But 2 dangers hide inside it. First, liability. After the partnership's assets run out, partners answer for its debts with their personal property. And for a partner's wrongful acts, each is solidarily liable. Second, fragility. A partnership can dissolve on the death or withdrawal of any partner. In Ortega versus Court of Appeals, the Supreme Court confirmed a partnership at will can be ended by any partner at any time. The corporation solves both. It is a separate juridical person that outlives its owners. Shareholders risk only what they invested. Under the 2019 Revised Corporation Code, it takes as few as 1 and up to 15 incorporators, needs no minimum capital, and enjoys perpetual existence by default. And it raises money the others can't, by issuing shares. The trade-off: more cost, more regulation, more formality. A different philosophy entirely, the cooperative. It is owned and controlled by its members, one member, one vote, no matter the capital, and run for their benefit, not outside profit. Surplus comes back as patronage refunds, and much of a co-op's income, including those refunds, is tax-exempt. Structure here is a statement of values. Put them side by side, and the trade-offs are the whole story. Who's liable, whether there's a separate legal person, how it's taxed, whether it survives you, and how it raises capital. Act 4. What changes when the capital is foreign? One more layer: when the money is foreign. The Constitution reserves certain activities, public utilities, land, mass media, and caps foreign equity at 40%. The 60-40 rule. And in Gamboa versus Teves, the Supreme Court gave it teeth, ruling that capital means the voting shares. So Filipinos must control 60% of the votes, not just the paper. Under the amended Foreign Investments Act, a foreigner can own more of an ordinary domestic business, but only above capital thresholds. Or by bringing advanced technology, a startup, or at least 15 Filipino jobs. And the practical bookends, where you register, what capital you need, and what it costs to wind down, often decide as much as the law. So return to the entrepreneur at the registration counter. Sole proprietor, OPC, partnership, corporation, cooperative, the names matter less than the trade-offs behind them. How much personal risk, how much tax, how much control, and how you'll raise capital. There is no best structure, only the one that fits the business you're building. Choose the trade-offs, and you've chosen the form.